Q1. Why are animation principles important? Realism. They make character movements look realistic and natural. Appeal. They add life, personality, and engagement to animations. Quality. They improve the smoothness and overall quality of motion. Clarity. They help convey emotions and actions clearly to the viewer. Q2. What is the basic concept of animation? Illusion of movement, showing a sequence of images or frames to create the illusion of motion. Sequential frames, making slight changes between frames to generate smooth action. Keyframes, defining important staging positions to outline the path of movement. Application, transforming static 3D models into active visuals for films, games, and ads. Q3. Explain the difference between 2D and 3D animation. Dimensions, 2D uses height and width only, while 3D includes height, width, and depth. Appearance, 2D looks flat, whereas 3D appears solid and realistic. Creation, 2D is drawn frame by frame, while 3D uses digital models, rigs, and motion tools. Resources, 2D is generally simpler and faster to create, while 3D requires more time and computer resources. Examples, classic cartoons like Tom and Jerry are 2D, while movies like Toy Story are 3D. Q4. What is an animated GIF? Frame sequence, an image file that holds multiple frames played in order to create an animation. No player needed, it plays automatically on web browsers and social media without a video player. Short loops, it supports simple, brief animations that repeat continuously. Small size, it has a light file weight compared to standard video formats. Q5. What is a dependency graph in Maya? Connection hub, a system that visualizes how different nodes and objects connect in a scene. Data flow, it manages the directional flow of information between connected attributes. Auto updates, it automatically refreshes related items whenever a change happens in the scene. Versatility, it controls operations across modeling, rigging, animation, and shading networks. Q6. Describe the 7 main processes of a 3D animation pipeline. 1. Storyboarding, drawing visual sketches to plan the story scenes and camera shots. 2. Modeling, building the physical 3D shapes of characters and props. 3. Rigging, constructing internal skeletons and animation control handles. 4. Skinning, binding the external 3D model mesh to the internal skeleton. 5. Animation, creating movement by setting keyframes on the timeline. 6. Lighting and rendering, setting up lights and computing the final imagery. 7. Editing and compositing, combining and polishing scenes into a finished video. Q7. What is rigging and why is it important in 3D animation? Control system, the process of building a skeleton and control handles for a 3D model. Movement setup, it creates the underlying structure that allows an asset to move correctly. Animator friendly, it provides simple handles so animators can pose characters easily. Prerequisite, it acts as a mandatory bridge preparing a model for animation work. Q8. Name and describe 5 common tools used for rigging. Joint tool, used to build internal bone setups and joint structures. Egg handle tool, provides automatic limb movement using inverse kinematics calculations. Constraint tool, connects separate objects to lock and control their transformations. Set-driven key tool, automates relationships so one attribute drives another. Skinning tool, binds the outer character mesh to the internal skeletal joints. Q9. What are skeletons and how are they built in Maya? Internal framework, joint networks that act as the structural chassis for 3D character movement. Connected chains, they consist of parent and child joint segments linked together. Joint tool, built manually by clicking in viewports to match character anatomy. Final mesh link, once built, they are connected to the model using skinning tools. Q10. What is the function of the joint tool in Maya? Skeleton creation, used to drop joint nodes and build bone chains for characters. Rigging base, forms the foundational organic structure needed for character setups. Deformation support, provides the target layout for skinning and mesh deformation. System flexibility, supports both forward and inverse kinematics animation methods. Q11. Explain how to create joint chains and limbs. 1. Tool activation, select the joint tool from the rigging menu shelf. 2. Root placement, click inside a viewport window to drop the initial root joint. 3. Chain extensions, keep clicking sequentially to build out the connected bone path. 4. Anatomy alignment, place the joints carefully to line up with limb pivots like elbows or knees. 5. Orientation polish, adjust the final positions and internal axis to ensure clean bending. Q12. What is a null object and how is it used in rigging? Invisible locator, an empty scene node that contains no physical 3D model geometry. Hidden handle, acts as organizational controller without appearing in final image renders. Hierarchy organization, used to group items, orient groups, and structure complex rigs cleanly. Rig flexibility, adds an extra layer of transformation control over joints and rig parts. Q13. What is the use of grouping in rigging? Clean organization, packs multiple scattered objects into a single parent hierarchy folder. Combined motion, allows all group sub-objects to move, turn, and scale together. Simplified selection, makes it easier to select, edit, and find specific rig parts. Rig structure, keeps the central scene outliner tidy and structurally sound. Q14. What is a broken hierarchy and what issues can it cause? Disrupted link, occurs when a planned parent-child relationship gets broken or disconnected. Loss of control, child items stop following the movements of their designated parent object. Rigging errors, creates calculation glitches, broken movements, and animation bugs. Fixing process, requires the rigger to manually reconstruct or reparent the broken nodes. Q15. Explain the difference between forward kinematics, FK, and inverse kinematics, IK. FK base pivot, movement starts up at the root parent joint and rotates down through child joints. IK end target, movement is driven from the final tip joint using an interactive handle target. FK control style, requires the animator to manually select and rotate every single joint segment. IK control style, automatically solves bone bending down the line when you move the end target. FK best use, ideal for free swinging arcs like arm swings, neck twists, and spine bends. IK best use, ideal for pin, sticky actions like planting feet on roads or hands on tables. Q16. How do you set IK solver attributes? 1. Handle creation, add an IK handle across a joint chain using the IK handle tool. 2. Node selection, click and highlight the specific IK handle inside your scene. 3. Editor open up the attribute editor panel to view its underlying values. 4. Attribute tweak, adjust solver specific values such as calculation priority and weight. 5. Motion testing, move the handle around to confirm the joint chain bends smoothly. Q17. Write a short note on the mechanical function of a universal joint. Angle rotation, a mechanical linkage that transfers rotational power between shafts at different angles. Multi-directional, allows the connected parts to bend and flex in several directions. Rigging use, used to simulate real-world machinery, drive shafts, and mechanical joints. Smooth motion, ensures rotational data travels cleanly across complex mechanical rigs. Q18, what are constraints in 3D rigging? Relationship drivers, rigging tools used to lock one object's transforms to another target object. Transform specific, can be configured to control position, rotation, or scale values independently. Rig simplification, they make rigging easier by automating target following behaviors. Efficiency, they help build accurate, complex setups that stay perfectly aligned. Q19, explain 5 common types of constraints used in Maya. Point constraint, forces an object to match and follow the position of a target. Orient constraint, forces an object to match and mirror the rotation of a target. Parent constraint, controls both the position and the rotation of an object simultaneously. Scale constraint, forces an object to match and follow the scaling changes of a target. Aim constraint, forces an object to automatically spin and point its front face toward a moving target. Q20, how are constraints different from child-parent linking? Type of link, constraints use an adjustable node connection, while child-parent linking builds a rigid hierarchy. Channel control, constraints can manage position, rotation, or scale channels separately, but a child object inherits all parent actions at once. Toggle options, constraint links can be weighted down or turned off easily, whereas hierarchical parent links stay permanently active. Target count, constraints can follow multiple weighted target inputs, while a child item is restricted to just one parent node. Q21, what is node constraint behavior? Reaction rule dictates how a constrained item shifts when its target item undergoes transformations. Link maintenance manages the mathematical link keeping items aligned across scenes. Auto updates ensures positions, rotations, or sizes refresh instantly whenever the master node moves. Accuracy helps create believable, precise tracking behaviors within skeletal rigs. Q22, explain the step-by-step process of creating a point constraint. 1. Asset ready, create or select the target leader object and the following object. 2. Master selection, click on the target driver object first. 3. Follower selection, hold shift and select the object that will follow the target. 4. Command execution, go to the main file menu and select constraint point. 5. Testing, translate the driver object to confirm the follower matches its position. Q23, what is skinning and why is it essential in character production? Mesh binding, the process of anchoring a character's 3D exterior mesh to its internal skeleton. Mesh deformation allows the model's skin to stretch and bend naturally when joints rotate. Pipeline step, performed as a mandatory task right after rigging and right before animation. Believable motion, ensures body parts move together, making character movement believable. Q24, what is the main difference between rigid skinning and smooth skinning? Rigid skinning locks each individual vertex to exactly one joint, causing sharp, stiff hinges at fold spots. Smooth skinning allows a single vertex to be influenced by multiple joints at once, blending weights for smooth bending. Q25, explain the technical advantages of smooth skinning. Shared influence, multiple joints can distribute percentage weight control over a single point. Soft transitions, create soft, gradual creases across organic areas like elbows and shoulders. Weight painting, allows skin weights to be brushed and refined manually to fix collapsing meshes. Industry standard, acts as the preferred method for high-quality character deformation. Q26, what is indirect skinning? Intermediate controls, deforming a mesh through secondary wrap deformers rather than linking it to bones. Advanced control, offers a layer of adjustment over tricky, sliding skin regions. Workflow use, used in advanced creature rigs to build sliding skin layers or complex clothing interactions. Q27, what are flexors and discuss how they are created. Muscle simulation, specialized deformers added around joint hinges to recreate muscle bulging. Crease repair, used to stop character skin from losing volume or collapsing when limbs fold tightly. Creation steps, position your skeleton joints, skin bind the mesh, select a joint pivot, and apply a flexor deformer from the menus. Refining, adjust the internal lattice and expansion settings to get a realistic muscle bulge. Q28, what is a keyframe and explain how you add one in Maya. Data storage, a specific frame on the timeline that locks down an attribute value at a set moment. Staging point, marks crucial start, middle, and end poses of an action sequence. Adding method, select your object, scrub the timeline to your target frame number, and press S on your keyboard. Menu path, alternatively, go to the top application menu and choose animate set key. Q29, what is the difference between set key and auto key? Set key, a fully manual process where the animator must actively hit the S shortcut to log a change. Auto key, an automated toggle state that instantly logs a keyframe the moment an object is moved. Q30, what is the difference between set key and set driven key? Set key tracking locks down values based strictly on time moving forward along the frame timeline. Set driven key tracking locks down values based on a master driver object changing positions, ignoring time. Set key input driven by playback progression. Set driven key input driven by custom attributes like a hand control slider curling finger meshes. Q31, what are in-betweens in animation? Gap fillers, the transitional breakdown frames inserted between two major keyframes. Smooth motion, they smooth out the journey between main poses, preventing jerky movements. Path definition, they map out the precise timing, speed, and path arc of a moving asset. Software assist, in modern digital workflows, computer interpolation engines can generate them automatically. Q32, what is the graph editor used for? Curve visualization, displays animation data as fluid math curves running through keyframe points. Precise tweaking, allows animators to select individual value handles for exact positional edits. Speed interpolation, controls acceleration, easing, and deceleration behaviors. Smoothing motion, used to fix harsh transitions and polish the overall quality of an animation. Q33, explain the difference between the dope sheet and the graph editor. Dope sheet layout lists keyframes as simple block ticks on a clean grid timeline sheet. Graph editor layout displays keyframes as continuous value lines on a 2D coordinate graph. Dope sheet focus, tailored for quick changes to keyframe placement and scene timing. Graph editor focus, tailored for adjusting motion easing, interpolation speeds, and path smoothness. Q34, what is the tracks editor and explain its benefits? Nonlinear workspace, an advanced animation layout tool that treats animation clips like audio tracks. Clip isolation cuts long keyframe lists into modular, blocky movement clips. Clip blending allows animators to mix, layer, and loop different animation tracks together easily. Workflow boost drastically cuts down production times by making walk and run cycles reusable assets. Q35 What is a character set? Attribute collection groups separate animation channels into a single master control lane. Simplified workflow lets you set keyframes for a character's limbs simultaneously without selecting each part. Rig cleanliness keeps complex controller channels neatly grouped during busy scenes. Efficiency minimizes manual keying steps, speeding up the animation workflow. Q36 Describe the types of expressions available in Maya. Mathematical expressions automate motions using simple math calculations like addition or multiplication. Conditional expressions execute movements based on logic gates using script commands like if-else rules. Object-based expressions link the attribute paths of two different objects together dynamically. Animation expressions drive automated loops and cyclical behaviors across scenes. Dynamic expressions handle complex particle simulations and secondary field physics effects. Q37 Explain how to edit animation expressions using a text editor style. 1. Editor access open up the expression editor window from the main animation menu bar. 2. Script input write out your automation lines directly into the text field box. 3. Syntax match use correct Maya embedded language MEL syntax rules to build your expressions. 4. Link properties code the math relations that link object attributes to each other. 5. Creation execution hit the create button to compile the script, making the object animate automatically. Q38 What are MEL commands and how do they improve workflow? Native scripting Maya embedded language MEL is the built-in coding scripting language of Maya. Task automation wipes out repetitive labor by executing complex button patterns via code strings. Custom tools allows technical artists to script custom shelf buttons and layout systems. Full control can command modeling transforms, rigging connections, and animation parameters instantly. Q39 Describe the core function of the Maya timeline. Time management the horizontal frame slider track used to organize and view animations across time. Frame tracker displays frame numbers and logs active keyframe markers in sequential order. Playback tool provides play, stop, and scrub options to test and preview animations. Timing control helps animators adjust the duration and speed of character movements. Q40 Detail the navigation buttons found on the timeline. Play button plays the animation forward across the active frame range. Stop button halts animation playback wherever the timeline scrub bar is currently sitting. Previous frame button steps the current time slider back exactly one frame for detail checking. Next frame button steps the current time slider forward exactly one frame. First last frame buttons instantly jump the playback head to the start or end frame of the timeline. Q41 What are playback controls and why are they essential? Navigation dashboard the collective button panel used to play, pause, and step through animation keys. Timing checks they let animators scrub back and forth to inspect post transitions. Playback speed essential for setting correct real-time playback speeds to test performance timing. Q42 What is the animation duration attribute and how is it managed? Total runtime the total amount of time it takes an animation sequence to run from start to finish. Frame counting usually calculated and measured in total frame counts or seconds. Speed relation dictates how slow or fast actions play out across the timeline. UI interface configured using the min-max fields on the Maya timeline range slider. Q43 How do you change scene properties using the attribute editor? 1. Target selection click on the specific 3D mesh or controller inside your viewport window. 2. Panel launch open up the side attribute editor tab or press Ctrl+A. 3. Tab navigation click across the horizontal node tabs to locate your target setting zone. 4. Value modification type new numbers directly into fields like translate, rotate, or scale inputs. 5. View update press enter to see the adjustments update instantly inside your scene. Q44 Outline the 5 basic attributes that control node behavior. Translate attribute manages the 3D grid coordinate position of a node. Rotate attribute manages the orientation angles of a node. Scale attribute manages the size dimensions of a node. Visibility attribute a binary toggle that turns an object's viewport display on or off. Constraint attributes hold the connection data weights that link the node to other assets. Q45 Explain the process of locking a file reference and its purpose. Purpose protects reference files from accidental modifications during collaborative team pipelines. Step 1 Create or load an external asset link into your scene using the reference editor. Step 2 Open the reference editor management menu panel. Step 3 Highlight the specific link asset file from the reference sheet. Step 4 Check the lock option box to make the linked asset file read only. Step 5 Save your master layout scene with the asset reference locked safely. Q46 What is a workflow summary and how does it help a production team? Roadmap overview a summary document showing the order of steps needed to finish an animation task. Task structure helps artists plan ahead and keep their pipeline organized. Bottleneck discovery helps production managers find potential pipeline issues early. Efficiency boost increases team speed by making sure everyone works in the right sequence. Q47 Describe the purpose and benefits of storyboarding. Visual blueprint the process of drawing out pre-production sketches of scenes before starting 3D work. Shot planning helps directors map out camera tracking ages and storytelling flow early. Error catching flags spacing and continuity errors before wasting 3D development time. Team communication acts as a clear visual guide that keeps the animation and editing teams aligned. Q48 What are the unique characteristics of child-parent linking? Hierarchical bind connects items structurally so child items always follow their parents' movements. Transform inheritance any move, spin, or scaling on a parent automatically applies to the child. Scene cleanliness neatly organizes messy item lists into tidy, structured scene trees. Animation saver cuts down animation times by letting you animate the parent instead of each child separately. Q49 Detail the types of connections that manage data flow in Maya. Direct connections link one attribute channel directly to another so their values match perfectly. Parent-child connections connect objects hierarchically so children follow parent movements. Constraint connections use dedicated constraint nodes to handle more complex, weighted following behaviors. Expression connections use custom-written mathematical code scripts to automate motions. Node connections pass raw data down through the scene dependency graph network. Q50. Explain the primary animation principle of squash and stretch. Volume flexibility, compressing or stretching an asset during motion to give it weight and elasticity. Squash state occurs when an object hits a surface, compressing down to show impact force. Stretch state occurs when an object moves quickly, elongating to simulate speed. Volume rule, the total visual volume must stay constant. If it squashes flat, it must bulge outward to look correct. Visual appeal keeps character rigs from looking rigid, adding organic energy to animations. Q51. Detail 5 core principles of animation from the basic rules. Squash and stretch warps an object's shape to show its flexibility and weight. Anticipation prepares the audience for a major movement with a smaller, opposite action first. Timing and spacing adjusts frame counts and positioning gaps to control movement speed and realism. Follow through and overlapping action keeps loose body parts moving naturally after the main character stops. Slow in and slow out adds closer spacing near keys for smooth, natural acceleration and braking. Q52. What is secondary action and provide a clear example? Supporting motion, a smaller, extra movement that supports and enriches the main action. Personality builder adds extra detail and flavor to a performance without distracting from the main story point. Natural flow makes a character's physical actions look more natural and believable. Production example, a character walking down a street is the main action. Their arms swinging naturally at their sides is a secondary action. Q53. Explain the physical mechanics of a standard character walk cycle. Contact position. The cycle begins with the contact pose, where the heel of the front foot touches the ground. Weight transfer. The character shifts their body weight forward onto the planted front leg. Opposing swings. The arms swing naturally in the opposite direction of the legs to maintain balance. Vertical bounce. The hips and body bounce up and down in an arc as they pass over the legs. Loop repetition. The sequence loops back to the start pose to create a continuous walk cycle. Q54. How do you approach the first steps of animating a character walk? 1. Rig check. Verify your character rig is fully functional and ready for animation work. 2. Contact pose. Set up the initial contact pose on frame 1, pinning the feet positions. 3. Key breakdown. Move down the timeline to build the passing, down, and high poses. 4. Keyframe logging. Set keyframe markers on your timeline for each major pose. 5. Curve polishing. Open the graph editor to clean up curve loops and fix jerky transitions. Q55. What are the benefits of using automated footstep generators? Auto locomotion automatically generates standard walking and running movements on a character rig. Time saver. Saves animators from having to manually pose every single step of a long walk. Consistent pacing keeps walking distances and stride timing perfectly uniform. Flexible Twix generates a clean base layout that can still be adjusted and stylized manually later. Q56. Write a short note on the principles of cyclical motion. Repeating loop, an animation sequence designed to loop seamlessly back to its start frame. Continuous flow creates smooth, unending motion patterns for ambient scene elements. Cycle types commonly used to create character walk cycles, run cycles, and idle breaths. Asset reuse saves time by letting animators loop a short performance over a long timeline. Q57. What are JavaScript-based web animations and where are they used? Web code animating. Animations built directly inside websites using JavaScript code. Interactive control can control web page transformations, scale changes, and visual transitions on the fly. Web integration works alongside standard HTML elements and CSS layout styles. Common use cases used to build animated navigation menus, web banner advertisements, and transition effects.